Good evening and salutations, my bold and beautiful fans. You know, I had kind of a crappy day where a lot of stuff didn't go the way I wanted, I planned, or anything. And so I said to myself, maybe I should just not do a review today on, the soaps. But, I was like, I still want to be in the know. I still want to watch. So, the GH. Gotta do Bold and Beautiful. It's only 18 minutes. And I am so glad that I did because I'm gonna be honest, I know that there are people who like Quinn and you have your reasons, and I can respect that. Even if I don't like her. But I also felt like this was gonna be a good time for another PSA. Listen, I did this a while ago, with Sally. And I did a video called Please Don't Be a Sally. Please don't be a Quinn. Don't be a Quinn. Don't be a hypocrite, because that's what this woman comes across as. She comes across as a giant hypocrite. It was so difficult to sit there and watch her scene. Like when she, first of all, she came and she was acting like a goddamn psychopath to Donna. Now, I know Donna has a past. Quinn has a past. There's people that don't like the Logan sisters because of what they do, and they pretty much feel like Quinn is, like they're kind of even as far as the morality scale. I'm gonna sit there and take people's word for it because I haven't really went back that far. So I don't really know the history. But I can sit there and tell you that she acted like a damn fool. Okay? Because after she finished acting like a nut job to Donna, she went to Eric and she confronted him on, I'm gonna sit there and say it, his boner that he had with Donna. I know that she's not a woman, but let's be honest, okay? There's probably gonna be a lot of men that's gonna have that reaction towards Donna. Um, but she gets all up in Eric's face and she's like, I'm not gonna sit there and tolerate the disrespect. I sat there and I laughed because I was like, the disrespect. This woman was having sex with another man. I know that Eric practically pushed them together and blah, 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 blah. We all get it. But she still had a test and she failed. Okay? The first time, she cheated. Okay? That's just to be honest. She cheated. And then Eric said it was okay. So she did it. Night after night after night. Eric was home alone. She was playing mattress tag with Carter. So the fact that she came out her mouth and said, I won't stand the disrespect, I was like, is this chick serious? I know there's a saying in soap operas that you love to hate characters. I feel like that's something that should have been back in the 90s because I don't love to hate anyone. When I hate that person, I just generally try not to watch them. But she came out her mouth and said, I won't handle the disrespect. But oh no, it gets much better. She wants Eric to stop seeing Donna altogether. And she wants Eric to fire Donna. I'm sitting there looking at Eric. Okay. You clearly didn't lose your spark or, your ability to, well, So I'm just like, Eric, at this point, we're going to sit there and have a little test. We're going to see if you pass this test. And the test is called Man Up. This is your opportunity to sit there and tell Eric. This is the opportunity to tell Quinn to kick rocks. You may be my wife, but you're not going to dictate my life. Okay? This is your chance to sit there and man up and sit there and tell her, no, I'm not going to sit there and stop seeing her. No, I'm not going to sit there and fire her. What do you got, your mind? And no. And while you're at it, why don't you sit there and tell her to lower her goddamn voice? Okay? Because the disrespect started when she marched on in there and she was yelling and screaming, "You're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that." Now, this isn't a man thing when I'm sitting there saying, "Oh, well, you're not gonna let a woman sit there and dick." No, you're not gonna let any person talk to you that way. This is your moment to man up. I really hope he passes this test. I really do. Because if he caves, that means that all my, because I felt kind of bad for him. He's an old man. And I have a soft spot for seniors and animals. I just do. I swear, if you fail this test, I mean, come on now. You already have Carter out there making us look bad as men. Eric, please don't let me down. Please, please, please don't let me down. So Donna is not there telling Brooke about how Quinn acted like a psychopath and didn't let her leave. And she's all like, well, how did she find out? How did she find out about the whole, special moment? I think that's kind of the least of your worry right now. We should be sitting there, I don't know, calling the cops, pressing charges, something along those lines. I know it's a soap opera. We got to go through this little dramatic turn, but that is your sister. I would kind of expect you to kind of act with a sense of urgency. Your sister's all in tears, crying, and looking all distraught. Brooke, I know you're kind of a dingbat, and it takes a while for things to kind of catch up in your mind, but I need you to kind of move a little bit faster than this. Really do. My goodness, that woman really... I mean, did you see her? All bug-eyed and just with such conviction and passion. And it was just too bad that she looked like a damn idiot the entire time that she was on her little high horse. She was on her little soapbox. And we're going to sit there and go with Katie and Carter. They flirt for a little bit. They hold hands. They talk about how each other's exes is bad for each other. And they want better for each other. And then they talk about the whole Quinn thing. And, Katie is still sitting there trying to play matchmaker. Carter and Quinn. Even though that she knows that, Quinn knows that Carter can do better. Let's be honest. I don't know if he... In some ways, I feel like he can. But in other ways, the way he's been moving around out there in these streets, maybe Quinn is just about as good as he's going to get. I mean, hell, let's be honest. This guy never really shot for the stars. I mean, he went for Zoe. I know that... Well, maybe my definition of beauty is a little bit differently than, a woman's definition for beauty when it comes to us as women. But as a male, I can sit there and say that you really just... He didn't even try to shoot for the stars when he went for Zoe. He just said, screw it. I'm not... I've been called out before for... I don't want to sit there and say making fun of someone's appearance, but really kind of dogging them. And while my objective when I do these reviews is not to sit there and bash a woman for her looks, it's not. But come on, bro. Really? Zoe? Seriously? That's the best you can do? Zoe. Because, is there something wrong with you? You seem like a very capable, strong, buck kind of guy, and you went for Zoe? So maybe his standards is a little bit different. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. Let me just double check my notes. And by the way, just because I'm not gonna sit there and quote unquote bash women for her looks, because I'm just not that much of a dick, I'm gonna be honest in my opinions. And my opinions may be kind of harsh. I feel like I need to sit there and say that because somebody called me out on my General Hospital review when I was talking about Anna. Now, I did not understand how these men are falling for her. Again, I'm not gonna bash women for her looks, but there's times where I need to be honest and I need to sit there and go in on someone. And Zoe does not deserve me to sit there and pull punches. Gwen, Gwen is not bad looking. She's a little crazy. Well, she's crazy. Of course, I think that Paris is better of them all, but you know, whatever. But I kind of had to make that disclosure because you know I don't pull punches, and I'm gonna sit there and go in, and I know it's gonna ruffle some people's feathers. And while I do apologize for offending people, I can't sit there and say that I'm gonna hold back. So I think that's my disclosure. Let me just double check my notes. I feel like that's about it. I feel like that's about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. My goodness. I'm looking at my tablet and already I'm full as far as memory. Means I'm gonna have to do a factory reset. And that should be fun. You know what, by the way, let me just double check this. So I got just a random question. If anyone can help me, let me know. What I'm using right now is a Samsung Tab A. And for some odd reason, every few days, it says that my memory is full. And I don't really have a lot of apps on it. And so I don't understand why it keeps getting full. But every time it gets full, I have to sit there and factory reset it. And that's just such a pain. So if anyone can sit there and tell me how to dump the why does it keep getting so full all the time? Let me know in the comment section. With that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. See you in the next video.